Hello and welcome to SKTV News. You're watching Afternoon English News with Himapti Kumantabak. First, the headlines. And Bahrain asserts Manipur crisis has reached a serious stage. Talks will be held with central leaders in an effort to bring solution soon. And Asim Kanan's mother, Asimungbi Betombi, denounces CBI circulating misinformation and baseless allegations after his arrest. Now let's take a look at the news in detail. Bahrain and Sana Jauba, ex-Chief Minister and Bahrain and Rajya Sabha MP Sana Jauba Leishemba departs from Imphal today to attend a meeting that is reportedly being convened by Union Home Minister Amit Shah in New Delhi today. Speaking to media persons at Imphal International Airport before their departure, and Bahrain acknowledged the gravity of the current situation in Manipur and urged the people to act with restraint and unity. He said Manipur is passing through a critical phase and people need to think before taking any steps and avoid violence. While urging for collective efforts among indigenous communities in facing the crisis, and Bahrain further assured that he would strongly advocate for a swift resolution to the ongoing crisis during his discussions with central leadership. According to sources, discussions will likely center on restoring law and order, forming a stable government and addressing public grievances to bring normalcy back to the state. The high-level meeting followed the recent arrest of a member of the Arambai Tengol group, which triggered widespread unrest across the valley districts, exacerbating the already fragile situation in the state.
Waibani Salaga Laibaki situation Jada, Marie Lainaba, higher up the price of Nobagi, Aduki Dumpany when it's a percent. Mayamdana, Pilton Mayamda, when Manipur cake Sevzigam, Crucel of stays Amakami. Jama Crucel of stays Amakami, Aduki Manipuri Mina, Miam Punama, my bill, Chilla Mayamda, when I Pilton in the say, I take it, Yamna Wakan Padaraga, Tangada Bokona Carino, Tango the Bokona Carino, Nanga, the Bunacarino, Nanga, the Bunacarino, Yamna Tanzamja Yanga, unitely amateur in a Tabatom in Matamne, and a Yaringa Hinsa, Hadokio, Caricuma Carino, Tawaba Port for the Punja Lagatanaga, Yamna Puming Padaraga, Tominava Matamni, have a symptom, hiding it, Naki Shaw, but the pen the Badaway, comes at another Vida, Yam Punja Lerga, unity is the strength. Adunakwe, Adasho. Situation at earliest solution to win a boy side a price to Dogani.
Asim Ungbi Betombi, mother of Arambai Tengol fighting commander Asim Kanan, has denied the CBI's allegations against her son. Speaking exclusively to SKTV at her residence at Yaripog Laimanani today, she disputed the CBI's claim of arresting Kanan at Imphal International Airport on June 8, stating he was actually apprehended on June 7 at Rims Road at around 8 p.m. Ibitombi further accused the CBI of spreading falsehoods and criticized MLAs for their statements after meeting Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla, questioning their claim that the governor had informed them that Kanan's arrest was unrelated to his affiliation with Arambai Tengol. She alleged the MLA's statements were baseless and aimed at suppressing public outrage.
Tang taret ki namidang pung Nepal om tawda Rims ki crossing dudagi phaki bane aduga hujingna moi mo press no tholopa dagi kari kari moi gi che cham che hapu matam na tang Nepal gi ayuk pung Nepal da airport tagi pha bane na sumana sidagi hauraga minamba haudana ji isa sida atopa case mayama pansan biraga eti oina phaba nate amagi atopa case ki phaba ne haidana ngara MLA mayama governor changuraga hantora pada MLA karana miyamgi maning hanana ba paudam biraki akoi ikutsina irei pak iramdang nga uro haidana akoina thadokhiba MLA jingina magi macha masu natra ba kanan je Manipuri macha nata bara kanan maitai macha nata bara aina hangningi wahang je akoina vote pidan thagaliba MLA singna adugumba wa nganga ko je agi thamoi ꯄꯦꯟꯗꯦ ꯑꯦꯇꯤꯗ ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯅ ꯑꯦꯇꯤꯒꯤ ꯂꯨꯆꯤꯡꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯅ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯖꯕ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛꯇꯅ ꯃꯍꯥꯛ ꯃꯁꯥꯃꯛ ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯩꯅ ꯄꯥꯟꯗꯅ ꯑꯋꯥꯐꯝꯗ ꯇꯥꯗꯅ ꯂꯩꯈꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯨꯒꯤ MLAꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛ ꯉꯥꯛꯄꯁꯤꯡ ꯀꯨꯀꯤ MLA 10 ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯂꯦꯞꯄꯤꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯂꯦꯞꯄ ꯉꯝꯗꯕ ꯏꯆꯥꯕꯨ ꯃꯔꯥꯟ ꯄꯤꯕ ꯌꯥꯅꯕ ꯋꯥꯍꯩꯅ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯏꯆꯥꯁꯤꯃ ꯁꯤꯔꯒ ꯏꯆꯥꯁꯤꯃ ꯖꯦꯜꯗ ꯆꯍꯤ ꯆꯨꯞꯄ ꯂꯩꯈ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛꯁꯦ ꯀꯌꯥꯝ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯒꯗꯒꯦꯕ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯈꯨꯜ ꯂꯣꯟꯅꯗꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯔꯤ ꯀꯥꯕꯨ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯕ ꯏꯍꯧꯗ ꯑꯦꯇꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯦꯡ ꯄꯥꯡꯕꯤꯗꯨꯅ ꯊꯧꯅꯥ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯂꯤꯡꯖꯦꯜꯁꯦ ꯍꯟꯗꯅꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄꯨꯝꯅꯃꯛ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯃꯤꯟꯅꯔꯒ ꯏꯔꯩꯄꯥꯛ ꯏꯔꯝꯗꯝ ꯀꯟꯃꯤꯟꯅꯁꯤ.
Imphal city and its adjoining areas continued to wear a deserted look on the second day of the 10-day total shutdown being imposed by Arambai Tengul in protest against the arrest of its 5 members. Markets and all kinds of business establishments remained shut today, besides the closure of educational institutions and offices, except a few government departments. While Bund supporters were seen coming out on the roads to block roads, wood logs, stones and remnants of burning tires are still scattered at various locations around the highways. However, there are no reports of any untoward incidents so far. Meanwhile, security forces are being deployed at various pockets in and around Imphal city to thwart occurrence of any unwanted incidents. On the other hand, Arambai Tengul has vowed to continue its protest until their demands are fulfilled. The organization went on to appeal Bund supporters to exempt press, essential services and religious purpose during the Bund. Protests against the arrest of 5 Arambai Tengul members gained momentum with blockades and protest demonstrations carried out across Imphal Valley. Meanwhile, security forces continued to fire numerous tear gas shells and smoke bombs to disperse protesters till late night yesterday. Didimroj sections from Kashamthong Hudam Leirak to Puakaithil were the epicenter of protests. Security forces had a hard time removing tires and other materials piled up by the protesters to block the road stretches. Our reporter Nungthombam Johnson and video journalist Beetle Yambem bring a report on this.
공정 정신리버싱 마카이데기 공정 정신바 lepaktabagi haiba tare leiba tidim lambi sida koi tayar phoklaga koi lambi da tharakliba mai singje koi Manipuri fire service kitim ma laklaga koi fire service gari ma laklaga hariba lambi da thariba mai singye se koi yang kana mutali adu mutatna koi hariba Manipur police na hariba khongjang jinghiliba sigi mai kaida tear gas smoke bomb kaptuna koi tangkhai ro matung da hariba Manipur fire service ki team masina koi hariba lambi da thariba thale koi mai thariba lambi da mai thariba sing se koi yang kana mutalaga lakli adu hariba mutalaga lakli ba koi Kashampat junction dagi horaklaga aron thoda office mamang dani hadise laigibese
Manipuri members of Itham Moirang Purail took out a protest against the arrest of 5 Arambai Tengul members at Imphal East District's Moirang Purail Furamakong today. Protesters held placards demanding the release of arrested Arambai members without any conditions, while also condemning the actions of police. Speaking on the sideline, Secretary of Moirang Purail Manipuri Syria Leima Moirang Tim strongly condemned the arrest of Asim Kanan and other 5 members of Arambai Tengul. She asserted that mothers in the state will continue their protests against the arrest of any innocent civilians. She further urged authority to immediately release the arrested Arambai Tengul members without any conditions.
Arambai su isani, Khungakwa su isani, Commando su isani, Sipai sing su isani, Punamak sing su isani, Makoi Makoi Kudung Tiba Taraba Matamda, Mama Queen Saruk Yadava, Karamba Bulabage, Adubo, Kitang Munadi, Kanta Ningi, Maramdi Kainoga, Active Service the Lake Graba Isa Sing Mamanyam Lena Lodiba Sing Share, Masina, Onsilak Tuna, Machin Mana Masak Kangdana, Mapa Maza Mama Maza Masak Kangdana, Onsil Dona Tabaka Wasidi. Hantu haibase mama aigi wakhani madu handokta ba taragadi karigidamakta lalasida makoina tholaibano haibase nakhoi gumba sarkar gi mi oikraba nakhoi di phai lemna lehoriba makhoi di henna yungi awaba uba heli aigi yungbu migi oige haraba matamda kanana bu tumina legadage aduna asigumba mayamase active service ta leiriba leiba asigi masa oriba nakhoi khuding mangna khongphom maji hantoktuna nachinana onsinaba yade.
In an unfortunate incident, a staff of SKTV News came under attack by Ban supporters near Kagempally last night while he was on his way to SKTV News office. The incident occurred last night when our staff, Takelambam Hemjit, was coming towards office from his residence in Kurai Puthibalaikai. Few Ban supporters stopped his car, and after he immediately responded that he is a member of the press, and the car he was travelling in showed SKTV signage written clearly on the windshield. However, one of the protesters from nowhere attacked the car and broke the windshield, creating a moment of fear and tension. The incident has hurt the morale of journalists who are working day and night to perform their duty amid the challenging circumstances, and has urged people to ensure that such incidents do not happen again in the future. As it is clearly mentioned in the notification issued by Arambai Tengul that press and those attending religious ceremonies will be exempted from the ongoing total shutdown. Erupted at Purumpad area yesterday after security forces fired tear gas shells and smoke bombs to disperse a large number of protesters. The incident occurred when security forces prevented a large number of protesters from Kongpal, Tob Khungnang Makog, Wakha and adjoining areas coming towards the Imphal East DC complex from proceeding further at Purumpad. The protest demonstration turned ugly when security forces resorted to tear gas shelling and several live rounds to disperse the protesters. The protesters also pelted stones towards the security forces. During the incident, a smoke bomb fell inside the house of one Leitantem Romi of Kongpal Ketri Leikai near Iranfam Thong. However, there was no casualty in the incident. The National Investigation Agency NIA has arrested 3 insurgents in a case related to a deadly attack on security forces that killed 2 police commandos and injured several others in Manipur last year. According to a press note issued by NIA last night, the 3 men, along with their associates, had planned, conspired and executed the attack on an Indian Reserve Battalion post and security forces in Moreh on January 17 last year. Among the arrested accused is Thangminlen Mate, a resident of Tengnopal district and member of the Kuki Inpi Tengnopal insurgent group. He had played a key role in orchestrating and carrying out the attack. He was apprehended on May 19 in Silchar, Assam and produced before the NIA court in Guwahati. He was remanded to custody until May 28. He is currently lodged in Central Jail, Guwahati under judicial custody. The other accused are Kamginthang Gangte, who is a member of the Kuki National Army, a Kuki militant group under suspension of operation, and Haitinthang Kipgen, who is associated with the village volunteers group in Churachandpur district. They were arrested from Imphal on June 6. They were presented before a duty magistrate who granted a transit remand until June 9 for their transfer to the NIA Special Court in Guwahati. The Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences, JANIMS, one of the most important healthcare facilities in Manipur, was severely affected by the recent floods in Imphal East, leading to the complete shutdown of patient treatment after its premises were submerged. The unprecedented flooding left most of the hospital building underwater, forcing authorities to suspend medical services temporarily. Following the disaster, cleaning operations began on June 3 with the help of Manipur Fire Service. According to reports, the cleaning work is now almost complete. The waterlogged areas within the hospital campus have largely been drained out, except for the dental block and the store section where work is still in progress. As per the notice issued by the medical superintendent of Jenims on June 3, the hospital was officially closed temporarily to carry out the cleaning and restoration work. Moving on to the national news. The total number of COVID-19 cases in India has climbed to 6,491 with 358 new active cases reported in the last 24 hours, according to the latest data released by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare on Monday. The ministry also confirmed that 1,957 fresh positive cases were detected early this morning, marking one of the highest single-day spikes so far. Kerala continues to remain the worst affected state, maintaining its position at the top of the list. Following Kerala, Gujarat, West Bengal and Delhi are the next most impacted states in terms of total positive cases. In the national capital, 42 new cases have been reported in the last 24 hours, pushing Delhi's cumulative COVID-19 tally to 728. While the number of cases continue to rise, there have been no report of fresh fatalities in the past 24 hours. So far, the official death toll across the country remains at 65. Now, before we wrap up for this afternoon, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. And Bahrain asserts Manipur crisis has reached a serious stage. Talks will be held with central leaders in an effort to bring solutions soon. And Asim Kanan's mother, Asimungbi Betumbi, denounces CBI circulating misinformation and baseless allegations after his arrest. Now that's all we have for this afternoon's English news. Thank you for watching SKTV. Keep watching for more news and updates. Have a good day.